Good night. This is the Cutting Edge on IRFM on next Wednesday. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. No wind, no blow, and nothing. I know you're not peeing while yet. Over there with you. Today is the day when we celebrate Leonard Howell. Leonard Howell is the man where declare Emperor Haile Selassie as the king. For black people, we must stop, look to England for no king or no queen. We have our own king. And them used to do all sort of thing with him. Sedition, madhouse, all sort of thing. But all they was trying to do is to wake up the African people them out of them sleep and slumber. So the people them who used to follow him, them call themselves the Howellites. Half I'm named Leonard Howell, them call themselves the Howellites. And them start a commune in a pinnacle near up to Sligoville area there. Pinnacle. Think of 500 acre land up there. And them start to be self-sufficient and self-reliant. And once again, the government, Bustamante, mash it down. And the ones them up there have to disperse. Some end up in a, what them call Bakawal. Some end up in a Bakawal. Some of them run go a country. But Leonard Howell printing mark in the history of Jamaica as the man who opened the consciousness, opened the mind of African people to this king, Emperor Haile Selassie I. That to this day now, even though he's not here anymore, but Leonard Howell name live, and the name Rastafari penetrate many, many parts of the earth. Many, many parts of the earth. This is the Howellites coming through. Howellites.
Yeah, to be from. Now. I heard all the Rosses speaking. I heard all the Rosses speaking.
Yeah?
Of the king. Of the king. Where is Mother?
King Alpha and Queen Amigo. King Alpha and Queen Amigo.
Where is Mother?
Mother and Creation. Well, in I divinity I know. But in I all a salutes. And I always mention of Alpha and Amigo, I know. King Alpha and Queen Amigo. Mother and Father of Creation. Beginning out here. So, and within I fullness thereof are gathering. And I observe the daughters very much. I regard them as mother and daughters of creation.
Come this way. All the way along, the people them singing, and the king. You don't respect Mother?
Most of them. There's always respect.
Come here.
No, Mother.
No, they can't. Yes, Papa.
Region come again.
Talking again.
Please to rather send them out.
Yeah, we're going to sing one more prayer.
Yes, we give you one prayer.
Stand.
Of the king. We're going to give you a prayer of Mother of creation.
Father passions.
Oh, Mother of creation, defend me against all malignant enemies. rise at the sight of Mother. She's the lioness of the tribe of Judah. She's of the race of King David, who was conquered. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Savior of this world, save and succor me. Thou art purchased me by thy blood, Mother, succor me. I conjure thee, Mother, Holy Mother, strong Mother, merciful and immortal Mother, have pity upon me, oh Mother. Forsake me not, reject not my prayer, oh Mother of my salvation. Do assist me always, oh Mother of my salvation. When I do come to the knowledge of earth, I don't hear no more calling on Jesus Christ, but Mr. Holy. To everyone that I
To
come
that
across.
group. Thousands of people.
Don't hear nothing about it. Long time I don't hear nothing about Pinnacle. Long time I don't hear nothing about Pinnacle. That land, 500 acres, is still on the board. Still on the board. Prime land. Prime land. But we're not going to make that stop. We're going to continue the journey. We are continuing the journey because Leonard Oil lighter candle in the dark, and it shine bright, that now you can't out it again. You can't out the candle again. It's too bright. You know, Leonard Oil was able to instill a philosophy of Africanness, a Pan-African being, so that we as African people can look upon things different from where white people did have we look upon. And it helped because through Rastafari we can see how bright the light is. That light was covered with morass and all these things. You know, we can see clearer, but there's more morass on it to clear off. But we have focus. The Rastafari brethren, they must be focused. Yes, focus. That's all we need to do. Focus on the prize. And what is it that we want to achieve with this philosophy and concept. Rastafari has helped to make young people realize a different concept of idea of the world. You know, a whole heap of youth from him go side Rasta, he want to plant, which is something of value. First time that only happen. First time a youth I go high school, you know hear me talk about him want to plant, but from him go talk about Rasta now, right now the youth them use scientific ideas to deal with the planting situation. You know? So right now, Leonard Howell must be honored and respected. Honored and respected. Because he was the one where light the candle. That's many can see it. Many can see it. And we hope that many more will see it and know, say, white supremacy is not something that we must take lightly. This is what we intend to do. We intend to demolish it. That's what we intend to do, demolish it. We can't hold it up in front of us like it's something spectacular. It has been keeping us down for 400 years or more. Even back then to the Arabs. So you see how long we're then at this grime and this muck. And some of us are going like we feel comfortable in the muck. We're not carve out nothing for ourselves. We're not moving to our drummer. We're not moving. We're trying to make the other man pot feed way. The other man wardrobe close way. All these things. We have to really take a stock. We have to really take a stock. Give thanks to Leonard Howell. Them say me the first Rasta. Give thanks to Leonard Howell. And we book up a book named The Parchment Papers or the Old PB. And when we realize it's some man who decides say, watch out. We're tired of white people are right, we have to do, you know. We have to write our own thing. So them write them own thing. And it was very seditious. I will heap of the things them that them say and write because it was against the British colonial masters. But when I reflect back on it, I say, the man did really know something and understand something. In the context of what Marcus Garvey talk about, say, we have to deal with what we have to deal with, and we own by ourselves. We can't turn to white people to liberate we. We have to liberate ourselves. We have to liberate ourselves. And our only purpose is doing that now. Carving a way for others to come and recognize it, but the thing's so terrible, man. Terrible. When you have all the little things them in front of, obstacles in front of, we, the youth, them. Sometimes it look hopeless. Sometimes it look hopeless. But we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And we're not going to stop. We're not going to make the little darkness cloud way up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And we are going to find that light. No matter how long it takes, we are going to find that light. Definitely. Yes. Too much things are happening same time. I wonder if you not look what's going on in America. How much shooting are going on. I mean, like, mass shooting. Man just start fire shotting a crowd, just like that. How that come up so? How that just happen? The people, them get frustrated. I guess at the lockdown now, one man want to release himself now. But it also have a little racist part tonight involved in it too, a little racist part where African people still feel the brunt of white police killing them. You know how much black people dead since George Floyd at the hands of police. Enough. With all the big march all over the world. George Floyd. You know how much black people get killed. since George Floyd murder. So how we going to stop it? How we going to stop? Because the man, them, it's like them take revenge. It's like them just find such a, I'm going to kill off them people, you know. The way them do ya. If you go back to Africa, the S-hole, according to the former president, but them never come from America. Them ancestors never, thief the land. Thief the land from the Native American, them. Riley and, them name, Walter Riley and, what's the other one name again? Where they have plundered the seas in the name of Queen Elizabeth, not this queen or the other queen. Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, all of these people set up the world to be manipulated by one little island. One little island, British Isle, is an island. How them own so much land. And then them is surrounded by water. And them own the most land in the earth. The majority of land on the earth is owned by Queen Elizabeth and her successors. And we are struggle for just keep Africa. Can't believe that. We are struggle just to keep Africa. Because most of us don't even want to think about Africa neither. No, a white man country, them think about, a whole heap of black people, where them a think about countries. White people country, them a think about. Some people want to have them holidays in Paris. And them want to go to London and shop in London and all these places. Most when anybody hear them say, why I want to go to Ghana, we could go to Ghana and go do some shopping. And enough things are Ghana to shop about. And enough things there. Ivory Coast, enough. But we're not up on a level there. We're not up on a level there. We see it as exotic. Certain things from Africa is exotic. You don't see it as tangible, usable things. But it lasts longer. And guess what? White people have it in a them British Museum. And black people get conscious now. Black people demand that them return all of those artifacts that them thief, all the Benin brands them and all them something with them thief. The people them is demanding that them return these things to them rightful owner. And them a hold on upon it like say them have authority and right for to it. You can imagine that a man thief your things after a couple 100 years and your ancestors dead and you come now and say, but our things that, you know, our legacy. Go on back with things. And you have to go through all of this struggle to get it back. What them have for the world, what them give the world. What have they given the world that we can say, we are going to hold on upon it and don't give them back. We don't have nothing that we want to hold on upon for them. Because all of them things is temporal. Temporal. Here today and gone tomorrow. When a man may carve a bronze statue, when him do that, it lasts. It lasts for centuries. That's why them can't keep it and have it in the museum and put it there for them grand picnic come see it. And some of them grand picnic now no, says thief them thief it, but them now fight for that. Them still a hold on the legacy of them thieving grandfather and grandmother. Them still a hold on it. Just like how you have some Rasta down here, where them come round way and say them a Rasta and have the most locks and smoke the most earth. But them now go to them parents and say, but look how they do to the people them. What can we do to help them to regain them thinking or them level of consciousness? Them not do that. No, them are ride on the bandwagon every day, reggae music and smoking herbs and flashing the locks. And that them a do. And when you start to talk about it, them say, you're racist. Or you come be a racist if you fight for your right to be human in this world where we don't see humanity as something of value. We, darker than blue, people of the earth, we have to wake up. We have to wake up, man. Too much slumbering and sleeping. We have to wake up. We have to educate yourself and empower ourselves. We have to talk to the youth them, sit down with them and talk to them. I talk about some little 7-year-old youth, 6-year-old. We have to make them look for the right things in the computer. Give them homework to look for certain historical reference points that them can go, they go refer to things. Instead of the frivolous little games and who has said this and who that, I wish car crash with the man head gone out the door and all them something there. That is really what is happening. We, African people, we have to wake up. We have to wake up. We're in the slumber too long, man. We are slumber too long. Everybody will move forward and take advantage away. So they might take advantage away. So they might take a look for Africa now. All Chinese gone in there now, Chinese gone in there and fight for Chinese gone in there and fight for certain part of the country. It's like a for them own. Them all set up all them own police force in a man country. Can you imagine them go Africa go set up them own Chinese police force? That's serious thing. And we just sit down there, and look at all these things that work out in front of you. And we not do nothing. See it? And if you start to claim it, you hear some nigger around the corner there tell you say, no, I'm not the racism business, Racism, what is racism? Racism, if you have fight for your things that was stolen from you, and you fight for your rights, how that become racist? Because there's a set of people call themselves white. It's them perpetuate that thing away. So racism coming at that. Racism is the point of thing where you can influence a man's ability to do things and earn things and create things. That is racism. When you really can stop a man in them tracks from doing certain things. That is racism. So which black people collectively can stop white people from collectively do anything? Yet still them destroy we every day. And we get frivolous. We just are going like, well, the Lord said, and the Bible said, and this, that say, and everything there, yeah. Look on them, how them are moving on earth. And you see, say, something is wrong about what the Lord said. Something is wrong about what the Lord said. Because the Lord has said that is not in the interest of we. Not in the interest of we, the Lord saying it. And we keep repeat it. Repeat the things that the Lord said. Humble yourself. The Lord said, just pray. Have faith. Everything is going to work out quite okay. And that will go on for years, hundreds of years. Prayer. Appear praying. Bend down upon with knee in a class and a prayer. And them slowly and surely I take all the things them little by little, not even little by little again. Because now the Chinese are pray upon we now. P-R-E-Y. Pray upon we. Meanwhile, we did a PRA. Why? I pray for them. May I tell you. Was her name? Who is Moses? Find it out. Go up on your laptop or your iPhone and find out who this woman has sing about. Yes. I have freed many slaves. And I could have freed many more if only they knew they were slaves. Like Taki. One heap of them come. One heap. And gone. And we have to keep reinventing the wheel. Because black people head buried in the sand. And don't realize how serious the situation is. We don't have no connection with Africa. The African them I fight them one another to see who can lead the people them better into the ways of the white man. Yes. The white man ways is always a better way. When you talk about liberation and freedom, some black people don't like here, you talk them way, yeah. Because them say I embarrass the white people them. When them do for them things, them not feel no way, them just do them thing. You know, see, now we they care about how them feel because we are talking about our struggle. We are talking about our struggle. We are talking about where we got through. And we don't care if them dead or them not dead, if them are here or them not here. Because we not go say it in a different way. You know, see, we not go say it in a different way because so it go. And at time black people wake up to that. You can't be embarrassed because someone is talking about the struggle of your people in front of the colonizers or in front of the imperialists. You can't be embarrassed. Why embarrassed? Why embarrassed? Why you hiding your face? Why you want to put a print on me because I said? The boy, the Muta is man, I'm a racist, you know. Which part of me a racist? I can't determine white people's position in life. I don't know which white person I can determine them status in life. Our status in life has been changed and manipulated for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. And we still have to go through. And somehow we bust out in some serious way. Somehow we use all the church, like Paul Bogle and like Sam Sharp. Use all the church we bust out and we organize the people them. Anything that we can use to wake up the people them, we end up and use it. And there are some same little embarrassing black people around the corner now where give up. Them give up because them don't want to make the slave master feel no way. Talk about them feel away. Oh, sorry, me not hear that brother there, you know, cause time I make people feel away. And most of the time, them feel away, you know. Black people feel away more than how the white people them feel away, you know. Me experience that already. Many times over and over, I experience that. When I talk certain things in a crowd of white people and black people. And the black people, them feel out of place more than the white people, them. Can you imagine that? The black people, them feel out of place because you are talking about the struggle of them people. You know? Them want to turn you around and tell you, say, like them, I say, well, it's so stay, you know, it's so stay. Yeah, some stay, yes. But what am I saying? If what I am saying is wrong, well, history will judge me. History will judge me, but no judgment can't do there because the history don't show it already. So what we are saying is true. history tells us what happened and what take place. And we must learn from history. Or else we repeat it. We will repeat it if we don't learn from history. And now we find ourselves in that position. Almost stagnant. Almost can't move. Like we need another underground railway. If another woman come, what them call Moses, to come carry go this and carry go this on. And look how much things we have at our disposal now. Look how much things. Look how much things. Billionaire had African in Africa. 200 million in Nigeria alone. 200 million in Nigeria alone. And them can't get them thing together. Them have oil, all sort of thing. And then you have another group, them Boko Haram, who kill people. You have an except those who say them are Muslim, who follow the Arab man, who kill people, beat people and all them something, take with the little girl them. Them not interested in African. Them not see themselves as African.
The poor man out, I know him not have food for them.
Him spend a weight if he get cut into the phone. £8 it cost him. And him never get to go through. So, I beg your lady, whosoever out there, just send in the call them. You have to keep sturdy in them hours a night, you know. Yes. Because them call I know easy in them hours, yeah. The man say £8 and him vex. Anyway, I bet him call back. He will call this week again, you know. He will call this week again, trust me. The man vex like a yars, man. Vex. The man say, Muta, I won't not deal with down the Rasta. And £8 me spend, you know, for this phone call that we never get through with it. Never get through. I don't know what want me do. All right, yes, here.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Yeah. Yes, you hear me?
Yeah, but you not hear me.
Yeah, man, me I hear you now, man. Bless up, man.
Bless up.
All right. No, me I try calling from Sunday morning to talk to Cabo, you know, but give thanks to get through to you, you know?
So, Cabo, you try to talk to Cabo and now you get me. What you going to talk about?
Is a reasoning more was to hear what me now waste no time. To hear what Muta. You see, in Jamaica, one of the problem of our economy, seeing and growth. So here we go on now, I say, the only food, when me see, food are the only thing when me see the price roll back. Because when me go market, go buy sorrel for $500 a pound in a December, me live to see me go town in a summer, go buy sorrel for $200 a pound. So here we go on, when rice raise, when flour raise, them prices don't go back down. I remember say twins are tell a long time when we wake up and see our brother sell for $5 bills. Don't cost him, time did I tell we. See me? So here we go on. No disrespect to the prisoner them still, but here we go on. I feel like say every jail responsible for a special area of agriculture. So here we go on.
Long time we have said that, you know, long time we have said that. Them should have put the prisoner them on a farm, man.
So here we go on now. Demand them, if them say they want to reform, demand them same way. Then that's a one way, because me know say if me go to jail or prison and me have to bend my back and plant yam banana to feed Jamaica and my family. Me with I know so when me come a road, me rather continue farming than go back to Jamaica. Me have to go the same way.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Yeah, man. So, I just, the reasoning there, me did want to bring cross. How many reasoning still, you know. But, you know what I mean? I just the energy connect that me get through tonight and give thanks.
So, talk the other one them, no? Talk the other one them where you say you want to talk, man.
So, here we go on now. Same way. Then, the man them say, in a Jamaica right now, the youth them in the ghetto and the garrison are one of the biggest problems. But here we go on now, in most of these ghettos where the youth them there were born with some skill and some talent, like you see in himself, Zane. The man them don't have the facility them say build on them because say for instance, Zane, a regular youth will live in for argument, say Kingston 13. Him a one real main ball field in the area, you know, team, you know. And in a them community they have like all 15, 20, 30 party road. Zane. So if you find a man we say Sobam now and say him live down on certain part of the road and certain vibes are going, him not comfortable walk past every road to go ball field every day. Because reality I say him see what go on and him say good man walk and get brush. So that limit the potential of them youth there. So what you going on now? The man them need to go to BAM now. Library. How many of these communities where we have leaders and MP and representatives, where we see them community I don't have a library where you could have go to BAM now as a little juvenile. Him and him friend them go around at the library. And argument sake still, enough man use the library for go look catty. You get me? But it's still something where it take him in the space where him still have a way to get a book and expand his imagination. You see me I say?
But I don't think that the youth them want to go to the library no more now because them have them iPhone and computer now. The book them where them have in the libraries have no significance right now.
Yeah, but what you're going to know, even though the book them where them have in the library stay one way, it can still expand my imagination because if me like, say for instance, football, me would have more see a book on football and gravitate to read it. While if me see a book on something where me not too fancy, me not go read it. You know what I mean? So it would have still be a chance to expand and go deeper in a way you like. It's an opportunity that if you get what me I say.
Yeah, man, I get what you say.
Yeah, man. So, some simple little things where we as the people them know where have the vision and a lead needs to try put in place. But we say, everything come back down to money and economics. So we would all love if some of the people them were in the pace them. For instance, if the government look for things them way and try to implement them. Because remember, you know, man, a 2.3 million people there, you know, were fit, you know, and ready, you know. You know what I mean? So you have to give the people them the opportunity to put in them work. You get me? Yeah, man, because everybody want better for them family, you know, man. But opportunities, man, they need to present. Find some little way to the pressure, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, I take everything what I say as real truth and value. You know, value what you say.
Me are just 29, you know. So me is a young man.
Oh, you mean just? You know, when people don't live to see 25.
Me just, man, me not have my whole life. I'm a stable, man.
No, that me I say, but I'm not just that. A far you reach. You know, them time, a far you reach, brethren.
Good thanks.
Yeah,
and you know, in your Twitter page, you know, I follow your Twitter page, you know, one at a time too, you know what I mean, and things, you know, so me really find a joy, you know, book up on some real leaders, some man they can look up to, they can think to the right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything they have to distract the right, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
We have to take a time signal there, though.
Yeah. But bless up, man. I jump off of the line, man. If anything, we can leave my number anyway, man. We can make contact, you know.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Bridget.
But watch out, I have to bless up some people, man.
No, but you have to bless them up. All right, well, hold the line then. The time is 16 minutes.
All right.
Past 11 o'clock.
The time brought to you by IRI FM is...
Yeah, 16 minutes past 11 o'clock.
Yo, people, walk one. E-Buzz. The Buzz.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. IRI FM.
Yes. Did they sell you out? The youth still there?
Thanks, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, man, give thanks to each man and all the business, man. Holy shit, man.
I hear you good doing now.
So, on a trail, I have a chance to do after the left way. Do the right thing, and I see them group, right thing, but right. Then they...
Alright, you know, I hear you good, brethren. Trust me, you have to go call back. I hear you good.
So,
believe me. I hear you good at all. Okay, so I don't know if it's him or me, but I now hear him.
Oh, yeah. Muta.
Yeah, man.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. And that's it, okay? It's the caller call, the choir.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I was there listening to you, see? And it's so interesting. At the call. And you're then smart. You can get the youth good and try to see life. Get them right mindset. Get themselves in a life. And be somebody, not someone. And that's what Muta. Some people don't understand me. They say some people out the spirit to go people and go work for them doing it because them all have a bad mouth.
Why them have a bad mouth him for? Why them have a bad mouth him?
No, them have a bad mind because it's him go work, he go to work, earn his own money.
So if you go work your own money, you have friends with bad mind, you?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah? So you have to move from the corner there, then you have to go lift the corner there, man.
I look at the corner in the motor.
Yeah?
People discriminate one to you, and then you people start, they like start cheating. People start preying you. After like the motor, people out there, they're not the right mindset.
So that happened to you?
No, it happened to me, but if you owe him a pre-life, I see him to the youth them out there in the meter. Because it's so. You see, enough people understand. Enough people youth out there go through some serious things in our life. Our one bad mind incident, yeah, every morning. Then life to them a little. So, not youth like get in the motor, they don't step up in the game and eat the window. By them start saying good alongside different people and see the man. So when those people understand and live at the moment, and you get them, those people that come around, come check out the needs, the inspiration, they don't like to be, they don't like to have a trade, or go back to school, and stuff. But they're not seeing nobody come to them to them about that. By the idea that you can respect themselves in that place in the water. And I'm going to keep them. And the money now help me. Understand? And then you just go out there and do them 3 years time, money and then money. You want them to go feel it, because I tell them to create this whole pandemic.
So what is the solution, brethren? What can be done?
Alright, Muta, to me, now, like you, Muta, every day you must just sit up and be sharp and say, look and see your watcher. And a young man getting a good man grow. So my parents, they never set a foundation to me. So what can I say? Get up and go to look my money and try to find a job. Try something, whether you got the body in it, you try furniture, something more, you go play football and try to. You know?
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Bigger style. You understand? That's the thing to do the Muta power. If you what them do, I will try more. They're not going to get the solution because the jobs ready. Because if you system of them are coming in, I look for nothing like that.
But maybe them should try to create a job for themselves rather than go look a job.
You understand? Because no people lose something. So what I'm going to do in the generation is you're committing to it. It's still not come have a job because Then they get this cooling, nothing about get the sitting front of feet and wearing properly. The main mindset and make it like change. So me can certainly can look a good job. Where save the money and can take care of me. The mother and to get all that, the grandmother. I need to well then I'm living a habit like me. So now it's a good salary with me here. Can spend the money with the parents. Can pay the bill. Can find food, you can find yourself to go back to work, and let the savings still in somewhere. I only am trying to show you the service in America. If you know in a Jamaica, you see, you use them now, smart, and tell them to say, what you have a woman, you try to work with that woman now. Build yourself, get married, and become a citizen in the country where you can have to look at car, the car. I told myself as a Jamaican, so later I'm going to set my culture. I need to hear. Yeah, reach 30 years old, and you get a reality 2, 3, 4 years when you go to the national game for that. I just tell yourself to watch out. When you get married, with somebody, and then you know you can open to you, become a better person. You can easily become somebody else. Whether that you like you want and inspire somebody. And you know, Muta, then no people know what you do, you know, Muta. People that listen to you again, it's a positive thing.
When them listen to the radio, what them listen to?
Huh?
What them listen to? When you say them not listen to radio, what them listen to?
Okay. When you say them not listen to radio, I mean listen to clean music. They play some music. You understand? Positive music where I show you how life is now. Because you have no party to anything reality music. Where you can listen to a man who can motivate yourself in the music. Understand? You need to listen to your program at night. It brings a joy to me. Nothing's made at all. When I look back in the life, you think I know. And I told you yesterday I listen to your program maker. When I look at you, I speak to your phone number and I listen to your program. But nothing's made at all. When they are 18, 19 years old. You can reveal now, Muta. Yeah, people now get to understand. You guys, people don't listen to you and listen to you. And we have to show you. You guys have to put a light in front of them and to people. See where you are. This is the way to go. And then next time we can lead them in that area. Understand? A lot of people listen to the positive things from you. Watch me and know what's going on in society, in our country. You understand what is life, where you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to. Because no man can teach nobody saying anything. If a man does, because he's a youth, he starts a YouTube platform, but he's not going to talk about it. If a man like this, so I feel like if you do a bad thing, a man quick say, run with it in a hard way to show everybody. So if you do something good, a man don't do the look fun. Understand? Because I'm not thinking me yourself, I tell me look funny and me always I remember when you said enough time on the road. And it is a joy to me. You understand? I mean, you can get something from the people in your program and don't remember next thing I can take time to hear things now. I have a bad time. I can still remember when Muta lives there and said, you know, Muta is a little smart man. Because if they have a bad time and you remember when Muta is a little and I'm not a little man. Sure, no one says. You understand?
Yeah. So what kind of job you do? What kind of work you do, Virgin?
I want to do the upstairs one. You can go to tell them.
Is that what?
That I use this platform.
What say you do?
If you want to believe in a myself, Muta, you know, just tell a man today. Then they come with a man with I got class and customers on social media. I look at other people say, I fight back with people on social media. That's when you bring a care and you make the interview no more. All the bullshit and stupidness. That's the reason for what me. They say, my boy, I do a song with you. Muta, every night I play this. And when you're shame, that's clearly. Muta, it's only so real. Understand? Yeah. Because I make you in I get up where I go up now, being through the situation. You understand? And the thing grew up and reach its stage and do a song like that.
What the song name? What the song name?
That song, you know.
What the song name?
Dark Lonely Road.
Who?
Dark Lonely Road.
Oh, who do it? Who do it?
Shirley.
Okay.
And I was listening to the song daily. Every song they play in my head every day. I listen to the type of music. And gravitate to one music. But now this creator man, I now say nothing about the magic. But I just a show that youth out there where you should get their mindset.
Yeah, definitely.
Properly.
Rough a move.
Understand?
Another breaker come up.
Yeah, good fun, yes.
Another breaker come up, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Who supervises licensed deposit taking institutions?
Like I said, originally.
Are the song we just play at about?
Eh?
Is the song where we just play at about?
Yes, man. So there's an error in it.
What is the error? What is the error?
Moses was not her name. It was Moses was his name. That's a female figure you're talking about.
No, hold on. You know who them talk about? Who them call Moses?
Yeah.
Who them call Moses in the song? Who should I talk about?
Biblically.
No, biblically. Me talk about in the song. Moses was her name. It's not a biblical song.
Is it a biblical song?
No, it's a talk about a woman in history, a slave woman named Harriet Tubman who freed several dozen Africans from one side of America to the next side. And them say Moses was her name because she carried a whole heap of them across the border into Philadelphia.
Okay.
So it's not a mistake. The woman, them call her Moses.
Okay. So originally,
it have nothing to do with the Bible. She lead the people them cross the where them call it now the underground railroad, which is not even a railroad neither.
Okay.
So it's not a biblical song.
So what you're saying, originally song, because that's a cover version, you know, right?
It's a cover version of a tune where Americans sing.
All right. So Moses was his name then, right?
Moses was her name.
No, originally, what are you saying to me then? Originally then, the songwriter then, who wrote that song, what was he referring to? What was the male of
Harriet Tubman is a woman. Them call her Moses. Harriet Tubman. Them call her Moses. Moses was her name. So the song is about Harriet Tubman, who lead a lot of Africans them to them freedom. Moses was her name. No mistake in the song. It's you are put it to Bible now. And I'm
not put it to Bible, you know. But a lot of people, because a lot of people call me and say, is your error in the song? I say, well, as far as I know, from a biblical point of view, Aaron was Moses, but was...
Yeah, but you're gone in Aaron and Moses in the Bible now. We are talking about a woman in a slavery days, where them call Moses.
Okay.
We are talking about Aaron and Moses in a Bible. We are talking about Moses, Harriet Tubman. Them call her Moses. Moses was her name.
Okay. So is it Harriet Tubman or Harriet Tubman? Which is it? I want more to get straight, you know, because I'm going to research
Harriet Tubman.
Listen, I am going to research it and I'm going to get back where you are.
Go look for the name Harriet Tubman. And the underground rail.
Tubman. T-U-G-M-A-N, that's what you're talking about?
T-U-B-M-A-N, I think. I think the word is T-U-B-M-A-N.
T-U-G-M-A-N.
No,
Tubman, right?
T-U-B-M-A-N. That's how I think them spell it. Harriet Tubman.
Oh, okay.
Them call her Moses. Because of the work that she was doing. She was a female Moses. Moses, just like what them call Marcus Garvey, the black Moses.
Right, I understand that, yeah.
Yeah, but this woman is not a mistake in the song. You have put mistake in your head.
No, listen what I'm saying. It's not a mistake in my head. There are a lot of people who think more or less, who have the same belief that.
No, well, they must go find out. When they hear the truth, they must go find out for themselves and figure it out.
That's what I'm saying to you.
The man couldn't.
No. It's just a question of figuring out. You know. It's a question of researching.
Yeah, well, go research it and you will see what the song is about.
Right. So
not the original song that you know. That is a song where many people sing over.
All right, that's what I'm asking you because I've heard a version of it. I say Moses was his name. So that's why I call it.
Which part you hear that version there?
Which part
you hear that version? They say Moses was his name.
It is a American version, but I cannot remember quite clear the artist.
You never hear nothing like that, brethren. American artists never sing a tune about Moses was his name.
All right, okay.
Moses was her name. They call her Moses. Many people sing that song, and this latest one now was sung by Richard Stevens' mother.
Right.
Bigging up Harriet Tubman. She never called the name Harriet Tubman, but everybody called her Moses. Moses was her name. Nobody sing it and say Moses was his name. Nobody sing it that way.
All right. It's
not a mistake.
Well, are you positively sure? 100%.
It's not a mistake. Moses is the name of Harriet. I am positive that Moses in the song is dealing with a woman. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So go
I'm going to research. No. What I'm saying now, I'm going to research because I question facts, you know. Like
go and research it and come back. Before the night done, come back and tell me.
All right, then. Good.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Look for Harriet Tubman. Here? I'm gone? Okay. Yes. Wow. I tell you, man, the idea said the woman make a big mistake in the song because he might deal with it biblically. Them call Marcus Garvey the Black Moses. I don't know why they should have called him the Black Moses, like they will have a white one. Anyway, we can go back to this show now, but if there's no... Okay, all right, yeah, we can take them. Yes, Ian.
Yeah, blessed Muta.
Blessed man.
Well, I'm going to tell you, already a while ago. Well, man, make the Bible kind of get to them, man.
I tell you, everything I forgot towards the Bible. You can't validate nothing unless it comes through the Bible.
You know, say, I have a virgin of Spain, Catalonia, right? That's one of the colonia in Spain. And the man say, over about 40,000 people named Jesus, in Spain,
Well, Jesus is a common name,
It's a common name. And if you call a man Jesus down here at Jamaica, that come like, blaspheme.
Oh, man, a common name. Jesus, a whole heap of Jesus still living in them days. Yeshua. See? Salvation.
So, you don't know everything a man just wrap to the Bible. A name is just a name. Because a name the man I refer to, the lady I refer to, a symbol.
Yeah.
Anyway, no call for real talk about that. Yeah, now say, this parliament thing, this parliament thing where you go on. You know, say, we need to set
which
up
parliament thing? Which parliament thing you talk about?
Yeah, this George Floyd thing.
Okay.
George Floyd thing, yeah.
George Wrong, yes.
Yeah, George Wrong, yeah. We need to set up a thing where we can impeach the man them when they misbehave, What we are wait till a man commit murder and get bail and gone back in a parliament.
But who are going to set it up?
Well, I look like we have to pressure it. Because when we look on it, I look and I say, them politicians are really do it, It's like how you see, you hear a ball out for the land and you hear them say them start get poor people some land. Like how would a ball out for some land and poor people get land. And so we have to start ball out. It's impeachment law. I know we have to set it up. We have to set it up where people like all the Costas and some other outside people have vote when they man impeach a man. That means a man can't depend on just him politician friend them alone. to vote in the parliament. You understand? To impeach him. Because, you see, if we not set certain law, if you notice how the thing of water down, everything becomes a norm, you know. The man might do everything. And like them just a laugh after the people.
Like them do, yes?
Yeah, them just a laugh after we. So, them three lawyers, you know, I call the man them can set up anti-crime, anti-gang law, where a 4 or 5 youth dip on a corner, them have to show why them dip on the corner. And them little thing there. Them can set up the 2-term law for Prime Minister and the impeachment law where you can impeach MP and impeach Prime Minister, and set up the 6th election date law, even them 3 law there. You understand? And then you deal with some corruption law with politicians them without no loophole, because anytime them set a law, you know, both for themselves, you know, them always set a loophole, you know, to jump out of it, you know.
To protect themselves.
To protect themselves, you know. Because if you notice, all the one they were charged delegation money. And we are England in Senegal, you know. Say, the police they were charging. Imagine, we set up a squad like FBI. Muta is like the FBI, you know, America, you know. And we set up a big squad like that now. Spend much money. Buy car and them have private car and this and that. And them investigate a man and lock him up. And the man, before the man got caught and charged, the man liar sent Ghana and England. Right? Can find out if the police that will lock up the man should have locked him up. If them have the authority to lock him. Through the loophole in the law. So may I try to show you?
Yeah, listen.
So may I say, right now, them politicians, we need to really draft them up. Because, you see, if we don't put them in line, them always keep on and say, them a work with we and them a work. But when we come like we a work with them.
But the thing is that we must draft them up. By what method we have to use to draft them up?
All right, we have to go draft up some law. We have to go, like we the people and protest America for anything they want. Clock yard and them have a whole thing and keep pressure. See, till them have it automatically do what them supposed to do. And that we have to go do. Because you are going now. You soon you say, one of them MP are murder them wife, you know. Or murder somebody, you know. And then them have them liar, them will get bail. And you know we have the next thing you have a year. You have a year for them back in Parliament. Because there's no law to impeach them. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Now, when our youth them are grow and see them man they live them kind of way. See, a cuss bad in the Parliament. And they call themselves most honorable and most honorable this and most honorable that. And them a do all kind of thing, all a fight them one in the Parliament and come outside and all them things.
Yeah, meet me outside.
So yeah, meet me outside. No, with them type of them people now, what kind of example? And them a say them a run Jamaica and them build law for Jamaica and all them things. What kind of example them a set to them Muta?
Them not think about example, brethren. Them not think about example. Them in the position already, so them not think about no example for set for nobody. That's
because it's right now.
In the house and tell police them are bad or that. You know, them not set no example. Them not it's an example setting. No, sir.
Because I don't know if you watch the news. It's like them send George Floyd over the next part, and the other one them know.
And a George Floyd, man, a George wrong.
George wrong, yeah, over the next part. And, like, the next one them know, and it's only like a face card. I said them don't want him over there. He must stay over the next side, and, you know, but you know, it's like some media some media stunt to all of them depend.
Some pick the jigs, and some pick the jig them go have it inside.
Yeah, because none of them, you know, hear I say, you hear me make an impeachment law, that's when a man have move like George Floyd. we can get him out of the parliament. George wrong. Yeah, George wrong. See, none of them, you're not even over the next side, the opposition side, you have to say, all right, we want to pass this law because we don't want when the next George wrong come up. We can't deal with it. None of them, because they don't want to pass it, if it happen to them. It happen.
And it will happen to them because they must see thing happen to them.
You understand? So, are we the people, seeing we the 63%, are we the people well now? Them little nastiness have to go deal with certain things. You understand?
Yeah.
So, I say, but don't see a way how it should have set up, You see, like, the whole of the mayor of them, that are the local, like you say, the local mayor of them. They head for the police, they head for the soldier. People from different body, the custas, like the 14 custas. And you get somebody of people, but make sure at 64, because you have to go over for them amount, So you have to have about 120 odd. And make them people have a vote when them are impeached. Any MP or so, you understand? That means them can't depend on them one another. We have to get a thing together, man, where them people are fall in line, man. Because if we don't start with that, man, you cannot go nowhere, man. Because the head of the stream dirty, Muta. You hear a man about the youth, them a scam and this and that and rebel. The biggest scammer of them, man. See? The head of the stream, man, dirty, man, in a Jamaica, man. See? And Jamaica never go nowhere. All of them running there. You see?
With them same set of politicians right now, go nowhere.
With them same set of politicians.
Now go nowhere.
You see? You see a man from England and try to get you from what here. Come like you have to try to time it up, you know?
£8. It's paid £8. I never get you.
Yeah, come like you have to try time it up like when I call, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know who I call. I don't know who I call. I just take the call with me there.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, man. But everything good so far, Muta. I just, from a seat, me don't want them pass from law where we control them people.
Of course.
2 term. No prime minister. We have a group of bright people in Jamaica. We don't want them to do more than 2 term. When them do more than them manipulate the system, that them come live and them thing there. See, a man to doing 2 term and say, someone want to do this and do that. No, my 2 term, what may I do? So, if a man even win a term and buy a term, we know by the next 5 years, automatically we can get rid of him. If we know
I think all of these politicians who win election should have write a manifesto of what them intend to do in the 4 years that them going to be there. And if them don't do it, them should be arrested. If them say them are going to do this and do that and do that, and the road up at this place, we're going to fix it and we're going to make water flow, go there, so. If within the space of time when them in a power and don't do it, them should be arrested. Marcus Garvey think that way there,
Yeah.
Marcus Garvey think that way there.
He's the current one, The man say between 100 days, Him can make sure a fixed election date, And 100 days becomes, 6 years? and when though? In call a election in a pandemic.
Yes. And then tell the people them say they must move or they must get charged and go put a jail.
And then I tell the people, all the old people must tell them not left them yard. And at the same time, when the election, everybody that left them yard and a man left from this one to this one. Crazy man. Them I don't know where them are going, man.
Yes.
And next thing I'm going to say, I go on, is that it's like the vaccine are really there. See? And then spend millions and millions. See?
Get it.
For them radio station and TV station and anything there. Taxpayers' money.
JLPFM.
JLPFM, I promote them. You see it? And them now have no vaccine for the people them take. So you see when you see the whole thing around, it needs some control, man. Them politicians need something to curb them, man. And the thing I get out of hand more than more because Muta, if you notice Jamaica right now, I don't see nothing. Watch me now. The education system, now go on good in Jamaica. The health system, now work good in Jamaica. The security system, now work good. When you have them treating, they now work good in our country. When you have them treating them, now work good in our country. Look how the hospital them are going.
Yeah.
You know, you have to really think why them man have vision, seeing how them really have about Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we have to move, though. We have to move.
Yeah, man, blessed, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, blessed.
Okay, this is the cutting edge. 5 minutes to 12, I know. We're gone halfway already. We could go back to this tune, you know. Yes, we could go back to this tune, you know.
Wise, get the youth star wise up now. Warning. Rise, get the youth star rise up now. Yeah, man. One sufferation and one poverty make them know evolution time. Babylon invent crime.
Join us with respect for our national anthem. Let us stand and defend this one. Peace and love. Thank you. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Do our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, great true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, land we love.
Stay tuned to RFM Muta Baruka.
Right now, this is the cutting edge scene. It's a Muta. The man rough. Him just tough. Cutting head, sharp. Cutting edge. Scene, Muta Baruka. Scene, RFM. Scene.
Yes, slide down bar.
Scene, and Mr. Robbie. Scene.
Stay tuned RFM Muta Baruka, cutting edge.
Scene.
Muta.
A different call of this?
Yeah, man. Yes, Muta. Yeah, I hear it. How you doing, man? All good?
Yeah, man. Everything I go on.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. I call from up in the Merrimack, yeah.
The Maca mirror up there?
Yeah, what? Huh?
The Maca mirror up there?
Not for me. You know,
to me, I said the Maca mirror
talk to people still. Most people are married with a joke.
With the Maca?
Yeah, the Maca, yes.
Okay.
The thing I'm talk about still, Muta. I say most of the time still me hear,
when we are talk about the Holocaust and things, we are label ourselves as slave. You feel say, cause it a move like say it's a title. As some feel it, slave is like you're a title. So I mean, say if you say the enslaved people of Africa, you feel so that could I bring about a different message.
No, I agree with you. Enslaved rather than slave. I agree with you, brother.
You see it. Yeah, it kind of bring a different message across.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. Our next thing is, see, I'm like how the brethren are saying, I'm going to research about Moses. Yes. Yeah, make him go research upon the Bible and see how it was edited. Dating back from the, when that was the, Constantine, when the brethren, they call up all them bishops and decide to put all of the books together.
Constantine,
there you go, Muta, yeah. So you can go research from this, so.
I'm not going to research
and
about Moses the man rather than Moses the woman. I never know say about a woman named Moses.
Yeah, I said, no for them not know about Harriet or but we are getting there still.
I said the woman that sing the wrong thing is a big mistake in the song. Richard Stephen mother make a big mistake. I call Moses was her name.
Oh, man, I love the tune, man. I love the tune, for real, you know? Yeah, I love the tune. Next thing is, love what them are doing and push towards. However, if the man them really love listen to the news and them thing now, that's what I said to them people them down in the yard and over the world. We love listen to CNN or the propaganda station. Just add on democracy now to it. And then we can understand what really take place. The next thing again to the Native Americans, the Aborigines, all native people to them land all over this continent, over the planet. If we research, we will see the whole picture. Now them drop China. The first place him go was Biden. He went to Europe. And then you hear them attack, so well, China is going against what was set forth by Washington in the 1800s. So they are going against, you see what I mean, international authorities. And then you will understand why the politicians them in Jamaica choose to work against the people.
Yeah.
All right, and the politicians them in Africa choose to work against the people. So it's just for us, let go the ego. Understand, so when your black brother attack to you, you feel more believe him than the far tongue man.
Well, difficult for a man believe you where when you attack something where it totally opposite to where him know, you know.
Yeah, but Muta,
very difficult to believe.
Yeah, I'm sorry I say, but as
like
I'm
things
saying,
we are saying on the radio,
where elders used to say something when them book them too. Them used to say crosses.
Yeah.
And them say a promise is a comfort to a fool.
Yes.
So them things they really weigh upon the consciousness. Just sit down, reflect on how your journey through earth every day. Spend some time with yourself. Don't be scared to spend time with yourself and reason with the little people them in your head. Jane Winterbreeze says so, you know. Listen to the radio. Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, man. So most things best, Muta.
Yeah.
All right. Enough love, we all pass through. I just them the little thing that I say still. And we love all the people them, I think. But there's more to it.
Of course.
Yeah, we just go and listen and learn as we go along and
observe.
And,
all right, so
and it will make sense.
Listen.
Yeah, man, enough love. Honor.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. IRIA FM. IRIA FM. IRIA FM.
Yes, Kiel.
Greetings.
Yo, Muta, what going on?
Cutting edge.
Well, we'll not stop cutting now.
No.
No, for respect, my brother.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man.
Is that true, there?
Which one?
Well, first of all, big up Jamaica, yard and abroad. You don't know them style there. Yeah, you're tune a while ago, my brother.
Oh, what is?
Yeah. It's a dub poet with a dancehall version to it, you know?
Yeah, man. A dancehall rhythm.
It's danceable.
Afro dancehall.
I bet any money, enough dance group. I go find a dance for that. You watch out and see if I like that.
Yeah.
But I know the beat, you know, the beat, it's movable, it's catchy.
Yeah.
And the eye just a rolling night bedroom. And, you know, we bring me back to every time I hear the song.
Yeah, the same kind of...
Yeah. But in a modern version.
Yeah.
You pick me up?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you done it, yeah, go on. But I feel away, man, it's good for the poetry, you know?
Of course.
Yes, I. And you know, not only good for the poetry, them say you can still do positive song, and it's still of a modern taste that people will love.
Yeah, you're not forgotten, and we over there so with it.
Then I don't know my bedroom because no for you them feel like safe for them boss or for them draw people's attention in a motor and some big gun and some this and some that them have to deal my bedroom. You know see it. But to me I just patience and just try to get out the right material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
and I have something to play to, you know. I have something to play as I relate to it. Now that you mention it, I just remember say I have something to play.
All right, we'll give thanks. So just play it in time.
Yeah.
No, the brethren come on and spoke about Moses. You know?
Yeah.
But me got him come on, you know. No, I'm going to tell you why. You see, where you don't know, that is a fool to where you don't know.
You don't know.
That is it, my brethren.
Well, see the thing, him come with the presumptuous argument, said the woman, Richard Stevens' mother said the wrong thing.
Yes, of course.
He never questioned it, you know. He must say she said the wrong thing.
Yes.
Because the Bible said Moses was a man.
The only thing you know about Moses is the Bible. It's a true thing.
Yeah.
Because if you listen to him good, you know, the man genuinely tells you she make a mistake, you know.
Yeah, man, the man
so
she make a mistake.
Nowhere near Harry Tugman in our country.
Yeah.
So you can see how a lot of us as Africans are so far away
deep,
from present situations and gone way back to the Bible.
I tell you, I don't know how that connect to the Bible, so now.
That is it.
That him could have said, no, the woman has sing the wrong thing.
But she does it at the first, he will hear about another Moses.
Yeah, the first time, well, I mentioned the Black Moses. I don't even know if you believe it. Marcus Garvey, they used to call the Black Moses.
I don't think you know about that neither.
Yeah.
You don't pick me up.
Yeah.
And that is why the Black History Month and them thing, them, brethren, they make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But to me, because if I'm correct, you know, him say a long time, him a listen to your program.
Yeah.
Not sure?
Yeah.
But then the first I play them tune there.
No, I got versions of it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, you know, him keep on hearing it all these while, you know, Muta, but guess what? Never question it yet.
Just start questioning
it. You know, just tonight, the man realized so the mistake no really make, because you see me research it, you know.
Yeah.
So I hope him doing research.
I'm glad if him call back tonight, too.
Most definitely.
See, because the thing is that him really don't know about Harry Tubman and the whole historical background of Harry Tubman and what she has achieved and the braveness of this individual. And she's a woman.
Yes.
You see my brethren?
Of course.
She bring me in lighter, nanny.
Yes.
Them just some
Asantewa.
Pardon me?
Asantewa.
Yes.
From Ghana.
Yes. Right? And them women they step in a some role where normally a man step in a them role there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So it's like to him, it's hard to believe it's a female could have named Moses.
Moses,
but
Moses is a man name.
People don't realize, listen to me, you have different periods in time where the same name is used over and over based on probably certain event. Not true?
Of course.
Right? So you see, we need as Africans to learn more about our stories. And we can relate not only to the ancient times, but also to the modern time. And now we are living in Muta.
Yeah.
The Bible write about a couple of years ago, well in our bars. And some man give versions of it.
Thousands of years ago, no couple.
Well, I read. We just got a couple still, but what's a couple, you know what I talk about. Because even when you're youth, you know, the way they even know, you know. We look back sometime and think, sometimes come like I yesterday, you know, Muta. But you check the reality, you know. A donkey is that talk about in a bars.
Yeah.
But the memory just round us up. You pick me up.
Yeah.
And you know, you see when you hear program Commander Muta, enough people really get a lot of information from your programs and similar programs in our country.
Yeah.
And that's why the radio, you see the radio, are one of the best media.
Communicational,
Yes, Rasta, take it from me. Because you see, a man, me and him can read too good, you know, but they can't listen.
Yeah.
And pick sense from nonsense. You know, and communication is the key, you know. It is so important. Because like you save a soul tonight. No, listen to me. It's important. Everything.
You can't just imagine what a bad time from last week.
Pardon me?
You can't just imagine what a bad time from last week.
Yeah, of course. Because it was a puzzle. It was a puzzle. And I want to tell you, even in learning, Muta, it's when you use too much pride. I don't want to ask questions. I don't want people to say, you don't know X, Y, and Z. It don't make no sense, Muta.
Yeah.
Come up front and talk, man. Because me even tell my youth them, I say, when you go to school, and there's a particular subject, and you may don't have the graph, the real overstanding of it. You see, the youth were using in the class, we have the good knowledge of that. Friend him up. Make him show you what going.
Yeah.
Because just to explain a situation in our bedroom and take it step by step, you know. And the hardest thing is when you don't overstand it. But when you get to overstand it now, it come easy. Not true?
That's the terrible part when you don't understand.
Pardon me?
That's the terrible part when you don't understand.
Of course. Of course. You know, and even when me and a man are reasoning a motor, me not quick for respond, you know. Me quick for one to overstand.
Yeah.
Then me will know if we should respond yes or no.
Yeah, where
and if we do respond, how am I going to respond?
From.
Pardon me?
You have to find out where I'm coming from with the reason where I'm have.
Most definitely, my brethren. Most definitely. So I just want to reach out to the brethren tonight. We said, have no fear, my brethren. When you hear we are talking about our own Africanness, I know overstand. Don't feel to call teacher Muta and put certain things to you. And make him explain the situation. Because the whole of we in this thing together.
And him get an explanation and know, but him still say, I'm going to examine it, so that is good too.
Well, I open overstand it. When they examine it now, open come forward to you now.
And say it, yeah.
You are Rastafari.
Admit it, yes.
Yes, I give thanks and praise.
Give thanks, man.
So give thanks for Belgium and I say, big up to your tune, said speed. Wish you all the best.
My argument about the Moses thing, Aaron. You realize how deep the craziness is when it comes on to the Bible. A whole heap away is everything we know validated by the Bible. And if it's not validated by the Bible, therefore something is wrong. Like what the man just said a while ago, said the song full of mistake. Not knowing, say, there's more than things than the Bible, you know, and we need to really come out of that mindset. The mindset where everything where we are pushed, have to deal with the Bible. There's nothing that we can say or do or think or feel outside of the Bible. The Bible is one of many books. As a matter of fact, the Bible is many books together. Some people swear to the Bible, by the Bible, and you can't tell them nothing outside of the Bible. It's like a world don't exist outside of the Bible. How will people not think about it? When all the Israelites, them so-called Israelites, that go on in Israel, what was the Aboriginal people them doing in Australia? What was the Chinese doing in China? What was the Nordic tribes of North America, North Europe doing when all of those things was going on? What was the people them in Southern Africa doing when all of that thing was going on? Where these people never have no clue about no Israel and this and that and Egyptian king and all them something there. It's like the world center around that little peripheral center. And now we must come to the conclusion that God chose some people. As a matter of fact, I say 144,000, 12,000 from each of the tribe of Israel. And choose them. That's not only ironical, but it was really the level of thinking is almost preposterous for really think say this so-called supernatural entity that it would make so much people on the earth and then choose a tribe, the 12 tribes of Israel, and promise them somebody else's land. Because I remember it says not for them land according to the Bible go. It's somebody else's land, him promise them, must go in and go kill all the people them. Yeah, so it's really something else when if you tell a man about the Bhagavad Gita, him don't know what you're talking about, or even for read about Confucius, or even read some Eastern philosophy. I'm not interested in that because the Bible is his only book. Yes, L. I'm looking. Yeah, you know, it's like there's so much people on this planet here right now. I think 7 billion people themselves on the planet. And there's a little place, just a little place in a Northeast Africa. And there's supposed to be this universal God. It's just centered around that little place. And we must believe, say, that is film land, promised land to the people them of Israel. And the Chinese them, the Korean them, the Tibetan people them, the people them that way up in a north, in a Europe, the Aboriginal people them, in Australia. All of these people is a no. I must believe that. Him have nothing to do with these people, even though he's supposed to create them. And we sit down and really believe these things. We believe it to the core. Our being is centered around these stories that has been changed time over. Till it reach yes or no, and it keep changing. It keep changing. There's certain things that the Bible did say in a certain translation that when you translate now, that's not what it wants to say again. You know? And we as African people, more now than ever before, latch on to it and call it the gospel truth. The gospel truth, man. Them create certain things to pacify black people. Yeah, man, them pacify black people with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, epistles of this and that, letter to the Corinthians, the Romans, the Corinthians, the Ephesians. Pacify away. That is what they did for do. Pacify away. That we don't rise up against the Roman Empire. Because if we rise up against them, it's going to be terrible. So instead of them make a wage war, them use a book and write what them want to write in it. Yes, it's them write it. It's them write it. All these men we hear about name Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Which part them come from? Which part them come from? Them write into the history themselves and pacifying the people them who would rise up against the Roman Empire. Yes, yeah.
Muta Baruka.
Yes, sir.
Yes, like I was saying earlier, have you ever seen a human being white as snow?
No.
Good. That's the point I'm getting at. All right.
What is the point you're getting at?
No, what I'm saying is, in Africa, the black race, I don't even like to use the color black because I've never seen a black person as that.
You never see a black man yet? Really? You never see a man with black yet?
Huh?
You never see a black man yet with black?
Like a car, really? I mean, but at least, bottom line is, the white people are called Anglo-Saxon.
No, may I ask you, wait no man, may I ask if you ever see a black man yet? A black man? The color black?
I think people dark, very dark.
You know, answer me. You tell me something else, so I'm going to ask you. May I ask you if you ever see a black man yet? Black man?
It depends on what you call black. I think
what is this man? You don't know what black is?
Yeah, I know.
Like ask you, Virgin, if you ever see a black man yet?
Some people are dark. Okay, maybe speaking.
But you know easy.
I've never seen somebody white as snow.
No, you know easy, you know, Virgin. You know, answer the question I ask you. I ask you if you ever see a black man yet.
Yeah, I've seen, but not necessarily just for the Negro race.
No, me not ask you for the Negro race or other race. Me ask if you ever see a black man yet.
Yeah, well, I've seen black.
You see black man already?
Yeah.
Alright, well, me see black man already. Black, when me say black.
And they're Anglo-Saxon.
Who's Anglo-Saxon?
Alright, let's use the word. Black people all over the world do not like to research. And in particular, Jamaicans. They don't like to research. And what you don't know will either hurt you or destroy you. You see, so there's a lot of things in our history that we don't know, that if we research, we could have known by evidence.
Like for example,
Like, for instance, how is it that the white man, so-called white man, is able to, like, become nuclear physicist and be on top of the game of politics like the way he is and control the politics and the world? You know? How is it certain job field is only occupied by these lighter skin tone people, I rather say?
Right, tell me how that possible. Tell me how it possible.
Privilege. Or is it that they are more privileged than
tell me how it possible. Tell me how it possible.
All right, I'm telling you now. It goes back to the supernatural.
The supernatural.
The elite. Well, put it this way: the elite. I don't want to get religious with them, man of God. I just want to say.
No, you know what is supernatural, brethren?
They are higher beings and higher forces.
No, you know what is supernatural? I'm talking about beings. I know the meaning of supernatural.
All right. What I say mean, all right, let me put it this way. They are higher forces, entities, they are higher beings, unseen beings. We are not the only one existing in this cosmos. There are different beings in different quadrants. Even quantum physics validate that.
So them is the ones who help the white people then?
Good question. That's a good question now. There are things that we don't know in our history, and they gravitate to things. If you notice, they are more united than us. And they gravitate
Who more united? Who more united than us?
Huh?
Who more united than us?
The white race is more united than us.
Why you say that?
Let me give you an example. You want me to give you an example? Like, for instance, you be in America, anyway, and you have a job, and the white man might not like the other white man, and he might be a friend with the black man or the sister, and he'll rather, if it comes down to it, at the end of the day, he will unite for the cause of letting go those black people and staying with even a white man that he doesn't like.
All right, may I ask you a question? You ever hear about World War I?
Hello?
You ever hear about World War I?
Yes.
You ever hear about World War II?
Yes.
Who was fighting who in these wars?
Well, I think that's what I'm getting at, the supernatural. That's
no, tell me who was fighting who in these world wars?
Caucasians and every other race was involved fighting.
Every other race fighting where?
It was orchestrated by Caucasians or
it's white people that fight and kill white people.
Yeah, but every other race was also involved.
No, it's white people was killing white people.
They engineered it, but I'm saying...
No, they did not kill one another. Or you mean engineer it? Or you mean engineer it? They might engineer it and not kill one another.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you mean well. You know much Russians dead in the World War II?
Yeah, they were able to scoop up Jamaica and scoop up other races.
Yeah, but may I ask you, no, but you say, no, hear what you say. You say, black people in a problem in terms of killing one another, can't unite with one another. Because you say, no, white people more united than black people.
Here it is.
Where is the evidence of that?
They place values and things that count more than us. But, like I touched the job field, like I was saying, when I was studying chemical engineering one time, I was in that field, and there was no other black person or Jamaican in there.
So you don't know no black engineer? You don't know no black engineer?
Yes, but what I'm telling you, can you compare? Look at the ratio. Compare. Why is the unbalancedness like that? And we are at the tail in terms of certain accomplishments. Why were they able to go in Africa and take our wealth? You know? And not just our wealth, rob us of our ancestry. You know? And not just that, rape off our women and did all these things. And like you mentioned, we can't even open our mouth against it.
And them never do that. The Germans never do that to the Jews.
The Holocaust.
No.
The Jews got compensation.
May I ask you, wait no man, we're talking about compensation. May I ask you if the Germans never do that to the Jews?
Who are the Jews?
What you know? Me not ask you who them was. Me ask if the Germans them never kill out the Jews them. No ask me who was the Jews. No, it don't matter whether them so-called or not. Me I tell you that the Germans kill off the Jews. Them never do that. Hello. The point what I'm making is that white people are kill white people. That African people have never had such a Holocaust.
Answer this question. Why is it that they are able to stay on top, being the head of the team? Why is it they are able to be on the top of the ball game?
Because they are conniving. Because they're conniving. They are very conniving. Thieves, murderers.
Manipulators too, I agree.
Yes, so that is why. We never know so them will stay that way. When them come to Jamaica, the time them never know so them will come with all sort of disease and killing the people. Them and
most of the slaves died after white man disease. It wasn't even a gun. It was a disease of the white man.
That may I tell you. So why you have this notion that they're more united than black people?
In the sense that they for the things that are valuable, they'll join with each other. But we tend to be
like what them joining each other is valuable. Because I tell about the elite a while ago. The elite is just a group of little percentage of people.
Their mind is superior in the sense that they are more brilliant. They're brighter folks.
Who more brilliant? Who more brilliant?
When I say that, I mean they are more exposed to proper education and certain things. So they can use it with the wealth that they have, you know, and control people. And that's how it is. It's just like if you start putting urine, if the elite start putting urine under their bed and say it's all right to put a chimney under the bed and all that.
No, but what is the point? What is the point about the supernatural? What is the supernatural point you're trying to make?
The supernatural point, I'm saying there are forces, unseen forces, spirits, beings and others that you are not seeing. That
you see them.
I don't know the overall artifacts of it, but I do know their help and assist.
May I ask if you see them?
But
you see the unknown beings. You see them?
Well, when I was a kid, I saw a spirit. There are other people that saw a spirit, and I know there are certain people that are gifted, and other people will call and confirm that too. Not just from Jamaica.
Ask you may ask if you ever see them yet.
Yes, I did. An energy passed me when I was about 7. I started.
Then why you say them unseen?
I believe that more than the Bible.
Then you know say them not unseen then. You have to say them unseen and you see them.
Because that was just a one-time thing, but their intrinsic nature, their inherent being quality is to be unseen. It is probably when they take a form.
And you see them.
But the intrinsic nature is an unseen being.
And you see them.
One instance I recognize the energy passed me like a brilliant, radiant luminosity. A being just passed me right by my head. How
the being look?
So I can validate that. I don't know.
How the being look?
It had a magnificent look.
Magnificent?
It was like cartoon animation, but like in a light, radiant form. Like everything was well precisely designed.
So when last you see one?
I haven't seen it since I was 7. It was just it. It never communicated.
Oh, 7-year-old. How much old is now?
Well, I'm 56 now.
Going from 7 years see it again.
Hello?
You know why them not appear to you again? Because them know you have a company ready to come chat them business. That's why they don't come to you again.
But until you witness, I can understand your standpoint. You have never seen it, so you cannot validate it, and you have to believe in what you see. Because if I didn't see that, had that experience, nobody could tell me. Nobody would be in the right mind. So,
all right, sir.
You know, I can just stand and I respect you, but I can tell you this. It is not just we physical beings in life. Well, there's a scripture that says, I don't want to go into the scripture, but even the scripture could validate my point here when it says, we rest not against flesh and blood, but rulers of darkness, principalities and wickedness in high places.
What that mean to you? What that verse mean to you?
You see a lot of people join lodge.
What that verse mean to you? Don't come off of that. What that verse mean to you? We struggle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and
flesh and blood.
But principalities and power in high places.
But we race against government, which is principalities. We race against spiritual wickedness in high places, which means things that are connected that we have beyond our capacity, beyond the norm. You know?
A joke you make, man.
All right.
A joke you make, man. The Bible never tell you nothing about nothing. When you tell you about principalities and powers, when you tell you about principalities and powers in high places, it's not talking about no supernatural being in a high places. It's a talk about people. People. That is what it's a talk about in a high places. The few will control the many.
Because you don't have evidence. That's why you say that.
I don't have evidence of what? But you don't have no evidence neither. You don't have no evidence.
Seeing a spirit being.
You don't have no evidence. You don't have no evidence. What you about me? You don't have no evidence. You don't have no evidence.
It is evident to me.
No, but evidence cannot be for you alone. I don't know evidence. Evidence can. You can't tell a man say, "Why a man shoot you around the corner?" There, so, and you know says a man shoot you around the corner, and you use that as evidence. Says a man shoot you. Maybe it's a woman.
Based on the court system of evidence. Based on all the court.
Yeah, but you are telling me about evidence. You know, you can't bring that to me as an evidence.
In the court system, Mr. Baruka.
Show me the evidence where you are talking about with this supernatural being. Show me the evidence.
This is what I said. So you have conditional evidence. I don't have concrete evidence because I can't.
Well, if you don't have the evidence, why you say that evidence? If it's an evidence, you're supposed to bring it forward as a point of view, as an evidence. Why you come now as it's not an evidence, but it's an evidence?
No, if you have condition, because you have different kind of evidence.
What is the condition kind of evidence?
I could go further to expound on it.
Expound on what?
The evidence of things unseen. The faith is the evidence of things. You know, unseen, it also say that in the scripture. So
faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen.
Yes, right.
So what that mean? What that mean to you?
Faith?
What that mean to you? Because you don't tell you not quote the Bible. Every time you talk, you quote the Bible. Like say me I hear to the Bible.
When you hear something, hold up, Mr. Buck. Talk a lot, but when you hear something, and it's just like you can look into the cosmos. See that there must be somebody that created and organized the pattern and the structure.
Somebody. I mean somebody.
It's a structure and a pattern, the stars and everything.
No, so you mean somebody? I don't understand when you say somebody created.
So you think they just came in abstract?
No, I asking you. Don't ask me the question. I asking you how you come to be known that it's somebody do it.
Because it's just like how the dog look at us building houses and aeroplane and all of that. There's a design to it, there's a pattern, there's a structure out things. He doesn't have the capacity, the dog.
The dog? How dog come up in this? Me say, how you know say it's somebody created?
Oh, I know that?
Yeah, where's the evidence to show that it's somebody created? Who's that somebody? Who is somebody that created?
The evidence is faith.
The evidence is what?
Faith. Self-evidence.
Faith and no evidence?
Yeah, self-evidence and faith is basically.
What is this man? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen.
Can you give me a more feasible explanation, sir?
I'm not giving you no more explanation more than I say you must tell me how you know say somebody created. How you know say somebody designed it. How you know say somebody designed it. How you know that.
I'll tell you this. I accept
because you go back in the Bible all the way and tell me say you're not going to no Bible.
But you don't want to, but you're pushing me there.
No, I'm not pushing away. No, I'm not. It just means say you can't explain yourself outside of the Bible where you write, where you read. If you don't have the Bible for read it, you're not going to explain yourself. You have to tell me how you know, say, is somebody create where you are serious or no? How you know that?
Because, all right, I took physics up to quantum physics level when I was overseas. And even the physics teacher, I thought, this is something you would want to hear now. He's a credible person. This is a guy with a PhD. He said, everything in the universe leads back to one master switch. That's what quantum physics is. You can research that. You know? Physics do not knock the existence of the supreme God. It does not knock it. Zoology and
but I not knock it, you know. I not knock it, you know. I ask you how you know, say, is somebody do it? I not knock nothing. I just ask you a question, how you know that it's somebody do it?
Based on physics.
You know what somebody mean? What is when you say somebody, what you mean when you say somebody? When somebody says somebody.
A higher being force with a higher capacity than human beings.
So how you know say somebody? Maybe something.
Something.
Maybe something.
Let's say some being.
Maybe something. Maybe something.
Because somebody with a mind, somebody with
no, you see, you have put everything now in form of a man. You are being anthropomorphic. You are being anthropomorphic.
I hear what you're saying. But to say something, it would not have a thought. But the person I'm speaking of, or the being I'm speaking of, has a thought process.
Oh, you know that. Oh, you know so the being have a thought process. Oh, you know that.
How do I know that it has a thought process?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I said, I saw a spirit being. I could confirm that. Quantum physics say that there's a master switch. Someone controller. We're just in quadrants. So you are here, Mr. Baruka. I'm here. The dimension that other beings or people might not necessarily have flesh, but other materials that are in another realm that we cannot see with our eyes. Our eyes are not designed to see it. We don't have the eye power to pick up these kind of energies that these other beings.
Oh, you know it is there. Oh, you know it is there.
Look at the national anthem that you just played before I came on.
So you know it is there, brethren. The time ago, though. Oh, you know it is there.
What kind of what is there?
The thing that you're talking about that is creating all of these things. Oh, you know it is there if you can't see it and feel it, taste it, smell it, nothing. Oh, you know it is there.
First of all, I'm going to be rational on this answer. It would be naive to think that we are the only ones that exist.
No, I never say we are the only one, you know. I'm trying to get to what you're saying. I'm not saying we're the only one.
And
I don't think so we're the only one. I'm just trying to find out how you know, say.
The information are hidden, and we are not researching, like I said, and a lot of it, God Almighty himself has kept from us. Just
God
like
Almighty keep things from you.
I believe that existed when he confused the people. That's why we have different languages.
God confused the people. Where's it? God confused the people, them?
Confused mean there was a reason. They had some evil intention.
Like what? Like what evil intention? What evil intention them have?
I cannot go into the details. I was not there, sir. But what is?
Then if you're not there, why you bring up the argument about it? You never did it. Look how much things we never did, and I can't explain it to you.
Let me say this. My side of it, then, you know, my position is this. Adam and Eve's story, I believe in the principle of it. Mankind was superior beings. They violated God, the Most High, and they lose their power.
What kind of power did they have before them violated? What kind of power did they have?
We were copies. We were copies of God. We were
copies of God?
Image, yes. We were made in his image and likeness, which means his feature. We looked like him.
Oh, God look.
Well, I cannot say. I know.
No, but if you are saying we did look like him. That means we don't look like him again.
Okay, the Bible described him as a ball of fire, but I wasn't there.
Which part of the Bible says God is a ball of fire?
It said the angels surround him, and he's a cherubim fire burning. I'll have to look up that scripture and get back to you on that.
No, but a Bible story you want to come to me about, we know where you're talking about, you know.
Jeremiah and Revelation.
Look here. You see all of them story there? A man write them, you know.
I see where you're coming from, because I used
no, you know where I come from. Because you're telling me
I
supernatural, something you can't explain.
I'm going to tell you the honest, God in heaven truth, God Almighty truth. If I didn't see that spirit when I was 7
So it's a lie, you tell. If you know say God in heaven truth, that means it's a lie, you tell.
I would have never believed in God, somebody being out there, if I did.
So that makes you believe in a God?
Yeah, because I realize that there are other beings, you know, and
so the being where you say, you know says God that. You know says God that, the being where you say.
Now some people might argue and say it's a scientific explanation.
You know say the being where you did say is God that.
So, well, you're, I'm not saying it was God. I'm saying it tells me that there is a creator. And that's
because you see that being now, the being actually.
Okay, Mr. Baruch, let me make this point because you might want to hear this point. This is relevant. The Rastafarians do not believe in the abstract. They just believe in the physical, and then God is within us and so forth. And there's no other guidance outside, you know, as a God, as a being out there. God is within us. What I saw confirmed that is not so. Because, you know, that's my point. That's where I'm getting at. So this Rasta was trying to preach to me one time when I was in LA. I didn't want to hear. But yet he was not the white race, and he knocked them, and he was with a white girl walking the next day I saw him. You see what I'm saying? Friendly, double.
No, I don't see what you say.
The point I'm making is that he was trying to tell me that God is within us, and there's no, you know, and so all this universe.
And you are saying God is not within us. You are saying God not in us, right? That's what you are saying.
He's not within us. I said there's a supreme being that blew his breath in us and we became living souls.
Where am I blowing breath from? Where am using blowing breath in a way?
So the Bible says God, okay, let's put it this. His thoughts is way above. God's thought alone is greater than evil our details.
Brethren.
So we take the details to look at things and analyze.
You sound like you're a wannabe scientist. You sound like you're a wannabe Christian. Wannabe scientist.
It's not just that, you know. Even Einstein said it. He would love to know the thought of God. The rest is details, which suggests that God thought, just his thought, just a word, just a thought from him, is way above our detail level. So somebody like that, I can live with the fact that somebody's capacity is way above mine in terms of light years, why I don't understand certain things. You know?
So from that statement, when you say this now, what is it that, you come back up with these things, you know? What 40 years after you come back with this argument?
But I'm trying to tell you that the elite sold themselves to evil, to Satan, and they get wealth, and they get all these things.
Who them sell themselves to? Who them sell themselves to? Who them sell themselves to?
They sell themselves to evil, to Satan. I don't want to go into it deeper. Wickedness and high.
Satan? What you mean Satan? Who you call Satan?
Maybe I need to do your research.
No, who you call Satan?
I want to use Satan. They sold themselves to evil. And because that, they get these things as benefits.
Anyway, brethren, remember move.
We might say the black race, why we can't get it together and why we can't. It's by design. Maurice Bishop tried it.
Because we sell ourselves to Satan.
Maurice Bishop tried to unite us, to have a united Chicago. They killed them.
But we sell ourselves to Satan, that's why we can't unite.
What?
We sell ourselves to Satan, that's why we can't unite.
Not we. The white race sold themselves to Satan. And
that's why we can't unite.
All right, the leverage ones. The leverage ones sold themselves to Satan and they get power to control this world.
So we have to go sell ourselves to get the power back.
I wouldn't suggest that because then you lose the way. We are the original Hebrews, you know, and we were not Africans. We that were taken from Africa and went into slavery. We were not Africans. We were actually from Jerusalem, Israel.
Where you get your foolishness from?
We flee out there in AD 70.
Brethren,
yeah.
The people who them take from Ghana is not African? Is that what you say?
I'm saying we were not original Africans. That's why.
Who was not original Africans?
Hello?
Who is the original Africans?
Some people lived in Africa and it didn't based on their skin tone.
Who was the original Africans?
Just like you mentioned, China, we have Confucius. They have their
Who
culture.
was the original Africans?
The original Africans?
Yes.
I really don't know, but I know my ancestors are not originally from Africa, and those who were taken.
Where your original people them come from?
Jerusalem.
Where Jerusalem there?
Jerusalem is part of Israel, right over.
Which part Israel there? Which part Israel there? What's the geographical location of Israel?
Close to Africa, but it is
not close. It's Africa there. So it's Canal cut it. It's Africa. Israel in Africa.
The Bering Strait. I think one of them run and divide it. So,
look at the Suez Canal divided. Right. The people them who say them that Israel is in northeast Africa.
And there are some light-skinned people too. They're not just necessarily dark-skinned.
Anyway, I have to move our brethren because I don't know where I get them look foolishness from.
Well,
so you're not African, you're Hebrew. You know what I mean? Like, really. That's how them confused me. That's how them confused me. I say we're not African, we're Hebrew now. So black people now want to say them are not African, them are Hebrew.
It's not, no, I'll take on my African lineage, of course, because that's where
you're not African, man. You're not African. You're not African. You're not African. I'm gone, if you know. Gone. Yes. That brother is a good example of what we are talking about, how the Bible make African people get twisted. Yeah, man. Twisted. Our brains get twisted because of that book. We fall prey to what was written hundreds of years ago. We fall prey to it. So I mean, up I say he's not an African, he's an Hebrew. Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew is not a race. It's a nation. It's a nation of people call themselves Hebrew. And not no wrong if you say you're Hebrew, but you're going to give up your Africanness. African, you can't be African and still be a Hebrew. Yes, you can be African and still be a Hebrew. You never know that. Of course, you can be African and still be a Hebrew. That's like how you can be a Jamaican and still be an African. And that's like, you can be a Chinese and still be a Jamaican. But that don't stop the point. You know, you change your nationality, you can't change your race. Can't change your race. So all them argument about the Bible said this and the Bible said that and the Bible said that. How we reach them stage there. You know, everything where we are talking about have been validated through the Bible. The man says something from him a 7-year-old and it aunt him up to now. For him now start to validate it. That some supernatural being come to him and him know say, are the creator that. I mean, I say, I know the creator still, but, you know, to each his own. But it can't be evidence if only him one have it. Evidence don't rely on you saying this, so I must accept it as an evidence. You have to go to court with evidence, and you have to prove what you're saying to the judge and to the jury. You have to prove it. You can't just have it in your head and say this is evidence. When I was 7, I didn't see it. So that is evidence that it exists. No go so. Nothing is like that. It's just simple. Yes. So, yes, I just say it there. Okay.
Information. Call All-in-One Discount Limited at 876-419-7263.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. IRIA FM. IRIA FM. IRIA FM.
See me on the edge, don't push me.
Yes, Black Amai. Yes, EL.
Yeah, Muta.
Blessed man.
Yeah, greetings, brother.
IRIA.
Yeah, I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about land and I want to talk about gun. I'm going to make that brief as possible. You hear me?
Land and gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes, some people live on land of Jamaica and they call them squatters. But you don't have money to buy no land and it's a government land. But Me understand. Me have a sister living in the Bahamas. I was going to live there for 36 years. But she married to a Bahamian guy. When me understand me going there, and the people, when I have no land, they have some land they call it crown land. Well, if you're born as a Bahamian, you can access the crown land. They have an office downtown, which I'm going to quite regular. It's like a birthright.
Yeah.
And you apply for the land, the crown land, as long as you're a Bahamian citizen.
Yes.
And the Bahamas make up of many different islands, over 700 different islands.
Yeah.
And they have a map downtown in the office where you can go apply for the crown land. And you will get the land. It'll take no long time. And then show where the land available. And always have government and UDC have a land. So we don't know how government have a land or UDC have a land. But people when have a land can't afford land. And you're born Jamaican. I do believe they should have an office or a place like that you can go apply for a place to live and plant like the Bahamian people.
But you know the generalship. You're the generalship in the government of Jamaica, you know.
Right.
Them want to lease you the land. Our land, you know. And them want to lease you the land now. Like say them give you something, them lease you. You will never own it.
You will never own it?
No, not in Jamaica. And it's the crown land. Crown land. Them say government land. The people, them is the government. That means say, oh, you have to turn around now and tell me, say you have to lease me my things. That is when the white people, them thief the thing and then come turn around and tell us for them things. You know?
But,
I agree. Them should have really have something like that.
Well, when over there, so you can farm it. I'm going to teach myself. My sister can't get it, but her husband and her kids, them get the crown land.
Yes.
And they farm the land, and they build for the land, and they pay for the land as they live for the land. You understand what I say?
Yeah, man, I understand what I say.
So, I mean, I say, why we can't have a program or a thing like that in this Jamaica land when people when have no land and want to plant, whether you know, if you're going to bulldoze them down and make them can live as to them birthright of
human beings. As human beings.
And we used to live up town, Portmore. And when I drive from Kingston, I come, I was a land. And I pay why I think there is a one person own thousands and thousands of acre land.
I tell you.
And you wonder how one man own the land.
What the title they will have? What the title for the land there?
Exactly, where you get it from who sell him.
Yes.
You understand? After we share and get it. You understand? From you want Africa, I never Mugabe, they take back some land from some people in Africa.
Yes.
But they couldn't prove where you get the land from. Get too much hundreds and thousands of acre land from. And the same thing that we say happen in Jamaica. You understand? Right now, we see in St. Thomas, where some people have problem with farmland, say a personal charge own the land. Where personal charge gets too much hundreds and thousands of acre land from. Me understand, I do some research and me understand, say, him go to the tax office and find out, say, them have a system in Jamaica where if you don't pay no taxes to certain place or certain land up in house, you can own it and pay taxes and personal charge will go take you wagga wagga when you pay up for the taxes for the land them and also get control of land. Nobody talking about that. Why other people can pay up for the taxes and two man like that in a big power and strength? Have a big one to pay and own the land.
You know where the land there. You don't know where the land there.
Do you see him have inside source of the tax office?
Yeah.
But you can take them things there.
Yeah.
And I saw, and then here we see on TV, you know, and nobody, you know, buy from no, and you know from which you have it. You don't know nothing at all about that talking about that. You understand? We will like a system like Jamaica, like we see like Bahamas. You don't have no feeling. You're born, you're 60-year-old. We don't own no land either. You understand? You have to come back a country for the parents them there. Where them pass for the living and thing. And I see some land a country down here where they say a China own the land. And I was used to some cane land. You understand?
Yeah.
A cane dead out of the land, Muta. Houses of acre land. And if you think about to put a house over there, they say I have to go over the land. You put a piece of board house over there. I go plant up peace over there, problems. And pure bush and tree grow up in it. It used to be cane land though. So a lot of people in Western land love both also got them. A lot of people in Western land like a piece of the land. And my father, a sugar land, them say sugar cane land, them say no. My father worked for sugar company for 39 years. You understand?
And him not have nothing for sure.
Indeed, man. And I have nothing for sure, faith. I am saying, people like those are my kids like me. Why can't we get a piece of the crown land for some boy, get the fruit of a plant up and own it after people build a house, man? Why this a government that they can have a program like them people in the Bahamas and say, look here, you don't own no, you don't own no land. Take piece of land and put your house pan plant up, you can't even, that's a free. You can't own your barn and your citizens. Over the Bahamas, the citizens don't come from you cannot get it, but as long as you prove your person, if you say a big man, you're eligible for peace. You understand, Mr. Muta?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand.
So, what is the problem? Why we here in Jamaica, we're born here, and thousands and thousands of acres of the UDC own it. Where UDC get it from? Who is UDC?
Yes.
Put me in a program that we can't live for where somebody, when us slavery done with.
And them call with squatter.
You understand?
Them should arrest people who call people squatter in Jamaica.
Anybody who call people squatter, they should arrest them and lock them. And
them should arrest them and lock them up.
We born and grow here. We want to live. We want to these people, man. I know, that's all my point.
Yes,
I hope somebody can wrap their mind around to hear the call. The other thing when I want to talk about gun. I'm a second one. I want to be brief as possible. I realize, we never know anything about this program. But we just talk. I realize to give everybody a chance to.
A cutting edge name.
A cutting edge. Oh, I particularly why in your head it name. But a cutting edge.
You think of what?
What in your head? For me, some people that talk something out of their head, but boy, I've never heard them thing a long time. Good a laugh, man. A cutting edge. We don't cutting edge, man. But we think of what's in your head. But somebody cut in their head don't carry. But we listen to them still.
Yeah.
You know? Anyhow, the gun. Me talk about the gun now. I know what they say. Jamaica won't back the border yet, or they still locking the border for people coming to COVID. It locked up still?
No, man, people are coming out every day, man.
All right. When I say that, I government control the borders, them. A Westphal and Millie. One time when you say ganja, you know, here, when you say ganja, used to go up on plane.
Yeah.
And when if you go to Miami with the Air Jamaica, do you know if you used to seize the plane, if you find ganja on the plane?
Yeah, and charge you. Charge
and charge you, hold on on the plane?
Yeah, charge until you pay the money.
Right. If I come from Jamaica and a Jamaica plane.
Yeah.
Me want to find out, no, I feel my opinions, I have my advices. Them are going to come in this country. I see them come from one country.
Well?
I must know where they come from.
Yeah.
Why we can't know where they come from to find them people too? Like when they find plane and seize the plane. Why we can't know to just have a serial number, just make a Australia, Russia, I wish them a country, or Germany, and say, well, this gonna kill certain people that come in for your country, so you will be responsible for it. So how we get out of an entourage and come to Jamaica? Me want to find out what a rule can make for that. Why so well, listen. We don't know. I know the citizens control the border. The border them controlled by the government. It poach them and everything. You understand? It going to fly coming by themselves. And the borders them and the port them are controlled by the government. My thing is, if a gun come in here and they kill people, I really believe in my heart that the government should take full responsibility to every gun that kills somebody in here. If it's burial.
200 guns per month.
Eh?
200 guns per month. That is what the minister
said. Me hear a long time, I listen, man. I am a station, man.
Yeah, 200 guns per month.
It was a 200 guns coming in per month. Them to take responsibility for every death by gun in here. You understand? So, you know much man gun kill and people can't bury them, but they don't have no money.
Yeah.
You understand? So them, my thing is, I will control the border. I will control Jamaica. I will not let him go and you can't tell flow gun and kill people. Whatever the damage them do in here, yes. I will be responsible for it. Me don't know me sound to your Muta, so me feel about it. So,
yeah, man.
I've been charged. Advise that, brother. No respect, me. I listen to your program.
All right, sir. Give thanks.
Respect.
Through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to, IRIA FM.
Yes, we're there with you. Last lap. Give thanks to all who stay with me till them hours there. When I get up Shane Clark and the operator out there, I don't know who out there, but yellow operator. Remember, so we're there a little more from this, from 2 to 5:45 with the stepping razor. And then we're going there Sunday, I think at the last Sunday this now. We're going to be there Sunday from 2 to 5:45. We'll play the vintage music as we know to do it. You understand? So we give thanks to the reception where we get from that, doing that program for 2 weeks now. Yeah, it's really a good feedback. We love it. So, we don't know, we can take some more call. Yeah, we can take call, yes. We'll make we play this.
Say it loud.
Yes, El.
Good evening. Hello?
Yeah, man, speak.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
Well, this is a good morning in real terms.
Yeah, good morning, yes.
Yeah, man. Your previous caller on the matter of land was very, very useful, the idea.
Of course. Like them doing at the Bahamas, of course.
Yes. So we know of a working mechanism for land resettlement.
Yes.
We have an example. So we
can mention it again and again and again.
Okay. Another thing that bewildered me recently is the announcement that the government is going to petition the Queen for reparation.
The government?
Yeah, our government. I think that was announced by a minister in this week.
Okay.
I don't know how that fits with what is going on already.
How far they reach with that?
Well, that is what much details were not given. I didn't get much, but I don't know if they have subsequently put it out. Okay. Details on this. But what bewildered me in the whole thing was that if the government feels that repatriation is just and right, then we should start here. The government has in its own hands the ability to bring reparative justice to the people through the distribution of land, which is really fundamental.
That's the part. Land is the power.
Yeah, so we don't need to pressure the Queen at least to get the reparation activity started. All we need to do is find a mechanism which we know can be found or refined to bring land to the people, to distribute the land, give the people the land. And I think when the government do start, I get the feeling that they may be moving towards some enlightenment on this matter.
No, they will lease the people the land.
Which is not good enough. That is
they will lease the people the land, brethren.
But there are some things we need to set right when we talk about reparative justice. The massacre Lima, Delphi, of those people and their land taken away. Right? Yeah. That was the after the Sam Sharp rebellion. We could repair that right now. The people in St. Thomas were slaughtered.
Yeah.
Paul Bogle. We can repair that now with land distribution rather than playing around with petition and giving the people this feeling that a petition. When we have in our own hands here the ability to make things right, at least to start in the right direction. So I was bewildered when the government make an announcement like that, and I was hoping it was going to follow through with some details. But I do hope the government to look at giving the land to the people is the greatest set of empowerment. And if you want this country to move forward in a wholesome and highly productive and cohesive way, is to distribute land to the landless.
That argument of the Virgin get about Bahamas is something we need to come back again, talk about again.
Yeah.
We need to keep it in our psyche and keep repeating it.
You know, and I don't know what is happening. You know, people we're just going around, and here we have an opportunity to rebuild the economy, to rebuild our country in a way that everybody could feel that they are part, inclusive. And we're still wasting time with silly actions and what you call it, Photoshop. And big talk where you do goes nowhere in the wind. Another, just one more thing, my brother, quickly. And this has to do with the vaccine. The Stabarana 2 by the Cuban government seems to be ready for distribution. I hope our government look at that quickly and see if we can.
Them are well from America and the Johnson something.
You know, it's just 90 miles away, and rather than waiting 2 years, to be for somebody trickling down effect of the vaccine. We have our neighbor right here with what seems to be an effective vaccine. So we should be looking at that.
Them, yes, but I don't know if they're going to deal with them. I don't know if they're going to deal with them, because them sign some paper with America. That's sometimes the signing means exclusivity belongs to the Americans.
I believe the uptake for a vaccine like that will be more popular, a larger uptake of people, that is consistent with the methodology used from traditional vaccines, right?
Yes.
And I think a lot of people feel that feel more comfortable with that.
I feel so too. I feel so whole heap of more people that take the vaccine from Cuba than the one from America. I feel so.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So we should be looking at that and get ourselves quickly rather than, My brother, wonderful morning, I should say.
Yeah, give thanks, bro.
You're the only lessons learned. Black and I'm proud, and in fact I am love and blood are the only lessons learned.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Muta.
Man.
Operator work tonight, boy.
I tell you.
Sound brighter and bushy tail out there.
Oh, you gotta talk to her.
Huh?
You gotta talk to her.
Hey, the Muta is right?
Yeah, me ask if you gotta talk to her. You say she sound bright.
But she just take me name and everything and keep coming back and give me a running commentary, and when me I get to talk to you and then tell him say, all right, you next.
Okay.
Usually you just there wait and don't know if you get to talk or not.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, say 8 pound him lose last week.
You know how much me lose? I was about 30 minutes while we on. 30 minutes. But anyway, endorse. They buy him and plan that. You know?
A good thing that, trust me, I have to repeat it. It have to keep repeating. I don't hear about it.
Yes. And all right, no. Next one, no. Your brother, the first brethren that were there, female Moses. You know, brethren, I don't know, see him no car back, so I don't know the research no go right. Maybe, but making know say the spelling Harriet, Harriet for maybe the pato I get him when you say, because you sound like you say Harriet Tubman said that.
Yeah.
Said Harriet. You know?
Harriet Tubman, yeah.
But your brethren, I know, maybe the reason that like the him figures are God because, well, in the Bible it says, God said, let there be light.
And he was right. So I don't know, because, and the reason I think why, since he must 7 him seat, I no see it again. Maybe I should move to California and them place there. I live and I like. But if in the America, if he go up in the hills up in Wisconsin, he will see the light there again.
Go see it again.
Or if him go to North Carolina, one place that where when him again, Blacks, North, like somewhere down near North Carolina University. You see holy para like that too. And I see it. Even in Jamaica and that good country, I see it. And I hear you talk about you see it too. Can you not say holy papi in while you're papi over here?
I tell you.
So.
The man nice out there know what that's just true. We isolate from them.
Maybe between the young and teeny while they just go to zoom and turn on the light and tap out and shut out back.
Man, watch a man. Man, I walk in a dark in a country already and say, moonshine a shine from banana leaf.
Banana leaf.
And people are saying, I'm man, you know.
Then
somebody in the dark.
Muta. Sentence be one time a banana leaf near me get up like a thief, you know. But me so I wait for one lady in the dark then time me young, afraid of up like that. Me so I wait up, but me up on the hillside part, up on one step or so. And me look down for one house down below there. And me see a little man jump up on the house top and start dance and him duck back down. And him jump up and him dance and him duck. I say, what it? And I go for a move and I say, no, son. No name duck, boy. No name duck. And some dead man. And I try to figure out what. And take me a long time when it jump up again and dance and go until I finally realize breeze are blow and one banana tree back at the house and the leaf come up when the breeze blow and go back and the moon a shine. I say, man, look on that. But enough people run and broke put on them in the true moonshine.
But that he might live with that argument there for 40 years. For 40 years, he might live with that argument there, you know, and I try to convince people, say, him see something where nobody else can say. Where cannot be seen. Him see something where cannot be seen.
And one of them can see we. But in taking time and come right round to the Bible.
Everything what him say related to the Bible, all of a sudden.
Right round to
and
the Bible.
And then him say him not deal with the Bible. Him start out by saying it, you know.
Business and them things.
Yeah, man.
You see.
Everybody have to validate with them and say true Bible.
So, hey, I have some books that take out. If them, the man will read all some of them books. Because I know also other brethren there. Name one call and if I'm no the brethren call you back and talk us again. And if they ever read all the 2 Enoch.
Yes.
Because you know there are Enoch 1 and Enoch 2, Enoch 3.
Yes.
But the Enoch 2 there, I tell you how a certain man born. Because I know a brother's son. And him did see him like Mary. A man and his wife get implanted, baby implant 9 too. And his wife did. And him and Noah go plan to go bury him because he want people think time kill his wife. But you know that story?
No, I don't know that one there. You know about Lilith. You know about the two sister them. Adam and Eve.
Because him... Lilith.
Lilith. As one of the daughter them who Cain will have deal with.
Well, she when the first wife then say, but she no in the foolishness with Cain.
Yeah.
She with no Cain, with Adam.
Adam.
She said, you want that, you want that top, me, you want that top, man, and something there. And all that. So, but with the one the man, the better say Melchizedek when come out, now Enoch too. It's a Melchizedek when not bury come out as a talking 3-year-old baby. In born from the dead woman.
It's like Isis and Osiris.
Yes. Michael come down and take him up just before the flood. And take him out and save him from the flood. Put him in the garden of Eden and save him from the flood.
Yeah.
But I don't remember all the story though, a long time thing them but if all them the book don't left in the Bible. some of them in the Apocrypha.
The Apocrypha, but only
them still got Maccabee them and thing.
Yeah, first and second Maccabee.
You know. But you know something though? While going to Jamaica, me hear a thing what there. another connection. You see the lockdown, yeah? The curfew business at night time. Because you know it's enough man at night them used to hustle. Right? Man out there cook jerk chicken and all that for people who come from party and all that, right? I'm here one youth with dead don't watch them, man. When they come say bigger and get gunshot. And in a shop in there, you know. I market there, I think. But at night time he used to sell, but through the curry, he must make a money, so he started selling a day. And that's how him get dead, you know. Man come for man down there. Man come for man and straight bullet catch him in a shop.
Wow.
And then no, I show a story, not done it, you know. For the youth, where they come for and kill. I'll be youth for Falklands. You know about Falklands, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll be say man a quarrel over that the man left one gun. Argument up in them and a fight over the gun. Like a young soldier, you would go and say, man, no a mad man, can they quarrel over dead man gun? So him get shot, like a soldier, you would ever get shot by the you know. So curfew, cause all that to do.
Yeah. So them not find out who did the shooting them?
Me no know. I don't know if them find out how, but they don't know up on the street they are got good things. I hear the story go. But rough. I mean, I'm hope say when them are open up back, I'm hope say not a far center security this vaccine business. I give them.
Yeah. No, but them not get reach of stage yet to open up because of vaccine. Because nobody not take the vaccine when you're like America.
Yes, but them are usually like since America take them, let them in.
Let in what?
Americans.
Oh, you mean to them get vaccinated?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, because them are doing certain place too. Them are say, as long as you're vaccinated, you can go in a certain place.
Certain place, not it.
And them are put it out, say the airline attendants, they must get vaccinated. But them are do.
But me, I good thing, but me not check you out, me don't know if I have good thing on social media, them I say, I just, people me, you know, everybody got their theories and attack, and I say what they hear, and you don't know who hear what on news, or who hear what on social media, you know, social media can't be trusted no more, so. But me, I ever say, like, say, them that's alright, you vaccinate, you can't travel, boom, pump, plane and thing, but then know them I say, if you vaccinate, like, you can get some manner when you fly, some blood things will come to you when you fly. So it counterproductive. So
what are?
The vaccine, when the vaccine, if you fly, it can cause some embolism or something. I don't remember what that is. Remember exactly.
People fly take the vaccine the other day.
But at that,
what about people take the vaccine fly the other day?
My mother take it and thing, and mother take it. Brother and sister take it, and them take it, and go one brother, but them not take it.
Them alright. Them alright.
Well, so far, she went just to get like pain and thing. But what me I worry about them, you know, is that we probably don't know the result till the next 2 years. Now, see the effect them planning that.
Them put on your toe. That is the paranoia, the thing, you know. They might say, now I think, you know, about the next 2 years.
Well, to me feel say, my immune system suppose it can't handle me, not when take it. I'm no musician, I want to travel, so.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, though.
Because see, the Aboriginal, you may yell up, you know, in New York, them there, and one of them brethren, the two of them work in the hospital together. And him and his wife catch COVID, and then get over it. And he still go take the vaccine. The class and take vaccine couple, I don't remember how long after. His whole family come down with the COVID. And a couple days later, a hospital, you know, when you catch it first without vaccination, you have to go to hospital.
Yeah.
And now you catch a hospital dry and catch him, and talk to him later to find out if the man dead or alive, or if he come back out the hospital or what.
That sounds terrible, man.
But if me catch it Muta and get over it, why am I going to take vaccine now? And me just proves that my immune system can handle it, and me supposed to have immunity against it now.
Yeah, but Emma say you can't catch it again still.
Well, you know, I put it in me, nothing for replicate, nothing in me go catch it. I mean, just feel my immune system can control it. You know, but we want to take it for peace of mind. Peace of mind is a good thing, because stress are the stress are the biggest killer everybody. Everything where you got that stress manifest itself in some way.
We have to move at 2 o'clock.
All right, man. Yes, Papa.
Yeah, man, give thanks, give thanks. Yes. Okay, so we give thanks to the moment and the time and the energy. As we tell you before, we'll be back here from 2 to 5:45 with the Stepping Razor, the Art of War, and then Sunday we'll be back again from 2 to 5:45 with I don't know what I call that, but it's vintage music. Let's talk. More music, let's talk. So a little more we are saying, a little more we are saying.
Say it loud.